You got any anxiety that you get from all this how fast life is going and how, obviously your life has changed, pretty quickly. But is there any
Yes.
anxiety that you get from all this shit so quick?
Yes. Absolutely. I was pretty outgoing. I still am, but it's like I feel like I'm more of an introvert. When I'm home, I don't like to leave my house because it's like, think about it. Whenever you go somewhere, I'm at a point now to where I'm always recognized anywhere, So I could be having dinner with my daughter, and like I said, I was gone for that last fight. I was gone for almost 6 weeks straight.
Yeah, I seen you wanted to.
I've never missed that much time. Yeah, you do FaceTime, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same. So now I come back, I'm like, all right, take you, because I like to take my daughter on like little mini dates. I like to take her out. So I want her to understand what a date is like. Go on a date, and we're sitting there, we're just having dinner, and the guys at the table next to us are just fucking staring at us the whole time.
Yeah. Damn, you must be scared for her. Yeah, she must be like,
they're
like
looking at us. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, she's used to it now because she's, I let her grow up in it. So she saw me every day going, she saw the progression. And so, but it's weird because it's like you're sitting there, but they're just looking at you. Some of them are even just like pick the phone up. Yo, chilling with the champ. Yo, champ.
Yeah.
We're eating.
Yeah,
the worst part I think about
that's the worst. Yeah,
is I think you're just so self-aware all the time of everywhere you go. So you're so self-aware of now it disrupts your everyday thinking because you're like worrying about every move that you make, how you eat, how you look, or at least that's not at your level, but at the same time, you know how it is. We know how it is. It's like you're just so self-aware of every movement you make, and it just fucks with you. So that's why I get that, like not wanting to go out of the out of the house, and
it does,
especially when you're with family. Yeah, or it's like someone like,
or like you can't even like you want to wake up. Like if I'm like fucking hungover one day and it's like 5:30 and I want to just roll out of bed, look like a piece of shit, run to the store. It's like you just in your head you're like, probably somebody's gonna come up to me, and I'm gonna have to engage. I'm gonna have to fucking talk to him.
When we did
because you can't be an asshole. You can't be an asshole. And it's, dude, some guys saw me at the grocery store. I was at the grocery store, and the guy's like walking through aisles, and he passes. I'm like looking at some of the. I think I was buying honey, and I'm looking at honey aisle, honey and tea. I'm buying tea, and he's like, he passes by. So of course, I'm very self-aware of what's going on around me.
Of course.
So I see him pass that aisle. He keeps going, and I'm just looking at tea. Then he passes back this way. I'm like, fuck. But he passes back, and he's looking at his phone. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. Okay, I just really don't want to talk. I was like in shorts. I had like slides on, like, I'm like, I don't really want to talk. But then he passes again. I'm like, shit.
You like it's happening.
So so I'm like, okay.
You can tell.
Let's walk that way. So I'm walking the opposite way. And he comes in the aisle, and he's walking a little faster. So I'm like, shit. And then he like stops me. He's like, yo, hey, has anyone ever told you look like Usman? I was like, who? He's like, Kamaru Usman. Bro, is that you, bro? Is that you?
The best is they know, too.
I was like, especially when they know, too. I'm like,
you're just like,
fans do say that, though. They're like, yo, you know who Salim is? Like, some guy said that to me. It's so weird.
You're not so-and-so, are you? It's like,
yeah,
you know I am. Just
you're not. Hey, bro, you're not Kamaru Usman.
You're not Kamaru Usman, dude.
Am I?
I'm not.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm not.
I'm like, I don't know. Who's
Sometimes I just say, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Just like mess around, and then I like say, yo.
But it's a blessing at the same time. It comes with the territory.
It is. But then the dude's like, bro, you shop?
I know.
Said that to me.
That's they always ask that. They're like, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here, bro?
Like, you'll be at the gym. It's like, what are you doing here? It's like,
shop?
I'm fucking working out, man.
I'm like, I have legs.
I'm fucking hitting calves.
It's like, you shop? I'm like,
yeah.
I was trying to get some honey and some tea.
Right.
He's like, bro, that's crazy. You do your own shopping, bro?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, what? Someone's supposed to do it for me? It's like, yeah, but that's, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Usman, man.
Yeah, like, he's like, bro, you want to can I take a picture? I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. We take a picture, and then he's like, he's looking at the picture and he's shaking his head, he's walking away. I'm like,
the worst is when the worst is when you got to realize is the trick is, I don't know if you figured this out yet, is when somebody's like, hey, can I get a picture, right? But the problem is when they give it the phone to somebody else to try and take it, and it adds an extra 25.
Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely. That is the
you grab the phone and you do the quick. Do you grab the phone?
Just
and do
take
the
a selfie.
I have a few times, like, with some ladies I would, but it's like with a dude, I'm like, And then plus now we're in the Corona era, we're in the COVID era. You can't just be grabbing people's phone and things like that.
And then the camera person got to take a photo after. Wait, let me take one real quick.
Yeah, of course.
But sometimes
and then it's especially if they give the phone to someone to take the picture. Now it causes a scene to where even if somebody doesn't even know who you are, they're like, oh.
It's all about that time management. The longer you let it go, the more it just kind of happens. But
I do like that though. It's like, you want to take a picture? Yeah,
that's what I do.
I got you.
And you become really good at it. You become really good at it because like they already have their camera thing out, right? You just press one button in the bottom right, flip, boom, and you're out.
What about the ones who don't though?
The ones
those are the ones
that
don't.
Man.
It's just that you just
like,
it just depends on the mood you're in.
Dude, just like
some kids we meet can't even literally hold the camera.
They can't.
Like they're literally like doing this. I'm like, bro,
listen, I'm not at that level, but at the end of the day.
Dude,
I get it though. I mean, like seeing somebody like you or seeing somebody like us, it's very like nerve-wracking.
Get it. Yeah,
I guess it just comes with it, man.
Comes with territory. You look at it. I love it. You love it. We love it. Everybody
I love
supports
it. Yeah.
us, everybody that buys the pay-per-view, everybody that fucking comes to the fight, all the tickets, all the people that fucking repost and buy your fucking stupid shit, whatever the fuck this shit is, you appreciate it. At the end of the day, once in a while,
you know
but
what?
at the same time, does that absolutely mean you have to go out of your way as a human being to give them a piece of your energy?
I mean, when you're
we live a luxurious enough lifestyle that it for the most part, I think that there's always being a good trooper in that situation.
No, I mean when you're eating. No.
I asked Mike Tyson that when we did the podcast with him.
That's a good debate. That's a good debate. I want to know.
Eating or you're about to go do
if you're with a daughter, you can tell people to go fuck themselves, right? If you're with your daughter,
can you though?
No, but like in a way of like, no, I'm eating, like, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
like,
dude,
no,
fans will never understand. It's always easier to just take the photo and move on.
Yeah, they don't
because
care.
then they're like, wow, bro, you're not gonna take a photo with me? Like I fucking watch all your shit.
I'm looking at like every T-shirt sale.
Like,
I'm like, that guy's not gonna buy a T-shirt now. That guy's not gonna,
I think the best is when you just meet like a respectful fan.
Who doesn't buy a T-shirt? But you're still you got your job. You still do your job.
Right. Majority of the business, but yeah.
You know, but it's like, does that mean because they're a fan and they watch you, does that mean that you have to go out of your way to give your time and energy that you should be giving your family?
It depends. There's 700 people. And
I know
like, you're not going to give your attention to everybody.
Yeah.
But if it's an isolated situation, like I can't ever see myself if it happens where I'm like, you're shopping that instance and the guy walks by and there's nobody else around. It's not going to cause any fucking chaos. Yeah, of course. That's fine.
There's a time and a place.
There's a way where it's going to spiral out of control with 7,000 other people, then it's a pain in the ass. Then you
which majority of that,
right?
In certain places,
some situations, yeah. You have,
unless you're causing a scene, I feel like you just gotta do it. Like,
gotta do it. Always gotta do it.
Always gotta do it.
But it all for me now.
But I know what you mean. It does cause a lot of anxiety.
A scene.
But does it ever come to the point when there's like a 20-minute span where you go out and nobody notices you and you're like, fuck, am I becoming irrelevant?
No.
No, that's nice.
No, I actually like it.
Yeah.
Like I would take all the money in the world with no fame.
Hell
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
Yeah.
Like I would love to be that.
For sure.
I want to own this nightclub. I want to own the strip club that everybody's partying in. That all this. Yeah. I don't care. I would like to have the money in the world, but you don't know who I am.
Right.
I'm completely cool with that.
But prior to all your success, was that the same mentality? Were you prior to your success?
You wanted it when you're small.
You wanted it when you're small.
Yeah,
we all did.
You did.
No, I wanted to be recognized.
Yep.
And here you are.
I wanted to be recognized for the work that I put in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I worked hard to be the champion, so I want you to recognize me as the champion that did all this work to be the champion. But they ask for extras now. Like it's extra shit now.